So hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now this video was recorded during the early access for Emerald Coast, so a huge thank you to EW for allowing me to take part in this early access. And in this video we are going to be taking a look at the fallow deer. Now we knew that fallow deer were going to be getting a little bit of love with this update, and they look absolutely incredible now. They look so much better that it is absolutely insane. And there's some other little surprises that I found along the way that we'll take a look at in a moment. But to start off with, we have a couple of really nice level 4 fallow bucks here that I'm going to try and take out with the 308 so that we can get a closer look at those beautiful new fur textures. So I managed to drop the first one, and the second one just ducks as I take my shot. Now I knew it would probably kill him anyway regardless of where it hit him, and you can see him running off wounded there, but he does actually start to drop after not very long, so I knew that he was still going to go down. I know it was a bit of a bad shot and that's not really what I was going for, but just for the purposes of this, it is just a level 4 and it is just something that we want to take a look at, so I'll just put a secondary shot into him just to make him go down, hopefully a little bit quicker. But let's move on to take a look at the first fallow that we dropped, and oh my gosh, just immediately they look so much better. It is absolutely insane how good the fallow look now. I was totally blown away actually getting to see them in-game up close and see the detail that has been added to them. They have detailed eyes now, the detail in the face. It just adds to making them feel more alive and more lifelike, and that is just absolutely gorgeous. So this is the dark spotted, which I think is a really beautiful fur type. You have the sort of dark neck with the white underpatch, then you have the sort of brownish coloured body with the white spots. I think that is really, really beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And you can just see the improvement already. How much better that looks in comparison to the old fallow deer. Like, they've had some remodelling in the face that makes the face look better. And then obviously the reskins with the furs. And it's no different taking a look at the second one we dropped. Just look at the spots and how the hair actually sort of lies on the body, how sort of fluffy it looks. It looks perfect. And that's something that I've been really impressed by a couple of these reworks, is the real improvement to like the fur and hair quality on these animals looks incredible. And this beautiful spotted fur type is just absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. I really love what they've done with this. I think it looks amazing with that dark stripe down the back, and on the shoulders there you've got some blacker coloration. I think it just looks absolutely beautiful. Now we have a different fur type here that we're going to actually take down. Now I took a bit of a risky shot there as this guy was turning, but I felt I could just squeeze a shot in there and thankfully did get into his vitals and managed to bring him down nice and quickly. Now you can see this is a much darker fur type on this beautiful buck. A lot more sort of brown and black tones and less spots, but again it still looks absolutely stunning. And this is the dark fur type. This is what the dark fur type looks like now, and I think it's really, really beautiful. I'm seriously impressed. I love just like the faint white spots across the body. They're not quite as stand out as they are on the other fur types, but I think it looks really awesome. Now moving on to something that really surprised me. I came across this fallow buck and I had no idea what I was looking at. I didn't know if this was some kind of new texture for like a leucistic or an albino, and I was really confused as to what I was actually looking at. It almost looks like a very pale menil, and I was really kind of like, oh wow, what is that? Is that a new rare? And it just looks really gorgeous. Like I said, the first thing I thought is maybe they've given them a leucistic fur type, or like I said, gone for menil and made it like extra pale, because it's a little bit paler than what you'd expect. But it looks amazing, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And it's actually a white fur type. This is absolutely amazing. I can tell you that this is a new uncommon for the fallow deer. I have seen more of these, and we will actually see another later in the video, but they're not as common as some of the other fur types. I only saw this one after quite a while of seeing fallow on the new map. This was the only one I saw for quite a while, so they're definitely more uncommon than some of the other fur types, but my gosh is it beautiful. It is so gorgeous. I would absolutely love to get a diamond white fallow deer. This looks incredible. This is so awesome to see them giving the fallow new fur types when fallow in real life have such varied coats is absolutely fantastic. I am such a big fan of this. Absolutely amazing. And when I shot that buck, I saw another buck go running that I thought looked a little bit different. So I tracked him down, and as you will see, I just put a shot into him and he has gone down. Now, walking up to him to take a look, I could tell that this was once again something I had never seen in-game. This is something completely new, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, but at this point I had no idea what I was looking at. It's got all these sort of dark brown tones, and even the spots are sort of a brownish colour rather than white, and it just looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, the way that those colours all mix. And picking him up, he's actually a chocolate fur type. Once again, I can tell you this is basically like a new uncommon. Again, it took me a while to see one of these, but then after seeing the first one, I did see more after that. But I love this fur. I think this is so fantastic. This looks brilliant. Same as the white fur type. It's just absolutely stunning. Imagine, like I said, getting a diamond white fallow deer, getting a diamond chocolate fallow deer. Seeing them add these new fur types, it gives fallow a new breath of life, and not only, you know, is it new fur types, they've improved the way that fallow look in general, so they just are so improved by this update. It is insane. And of course we are getting the Great One fallow deer with this update, so if we're going to be out grinding for Great One fallow, there's chances of maybe getting things like diamond white fallow deer, diamond chocolate fallow deer, and that really excites me. That adds a new whole possibility to the grind. And speaking of potential diamonds, I ended up finding this little beauty while I was actually out looking for fallow deer. Now, as you will have seen, it was a decent sized level 5. I actually thought that he might be a troll after looking at his rack, but he looked pretty good. He was pretty wide, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And picking him up, he actually is a diamond at 256.13. Now, like I said, I wasn't sure that this guy was actually going to make it, so seeing him actually make diamond was a really nice surprise. And he is the beautiful spotted fur type. And just seeing this, it makes me so excited about going to grind fallow to look for a Great One fallow deer. I think it's going to be so much fun with them looking how they do now. I think it's just going to be really rewarding to get the diamonds and get rares and stuff along the way, because they just look so much better. But taking a look at the requirements here, and I noticed something. The diamond requirement has been lowered. Diamond requirement is now 249.99. Diamond requirement used to be 251.72. So they have actually lowered the diamond requirement, which is a really interesting thing to see. I don't know exactly why they've lowered the diamond requirement, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, I don't remember it being that low for diamond. So this guy was actually a guaranteed diamond with that estimate, which is really interesting. Like I said, no idea why they did lower the diamond requirement, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. Now, I couldn't do a video talking about fallow deer without heading over to Te Aurora and actually taking a look at the fallow deer over there and seeing if the populations are basically the same as what they were before the update. And I'm very pleased to confirm that it does seem that fallow deer are basically in the same numbers, in the same places as they were before this update. It doesn't seem that they've been redistributed or anything at all, so if you are wanting to grind fallow deer, Te Aurora is definitely going to be a very good option, and it's probably where I will be choosing to grind fallow. The fallow on the new map on Emerald Coast are quite distributed. They are pretty much over most of the map, but you know, on Te Aurora it's a much smaller home range, so I expect that Te Aurora will be a very popular choice for grinding for a Great One fallow deer, and I do think it will be my personal choice as well. Like I said, I did mention that we would see another white fur type fallow in this video, and of course we had that beautiful level 4, and then we have another dark fur type here as a troll level 5. And I just thought that this would be a good way to actually include these in a video and talk about Te Arawara, as I know that that was something that people were insanely curious about, myself included, wondering whether they would have redistributed them or changed the populations, or just any changes to them in general. So moving on to take a look in the trophy lodge, and you can see here we have the chocolate fur type, the white fur type, and the diamond spotted all here in a little multi-mount so that we could take a little bit of a closer look at them in the trophy lodge. And they just look so beautiful. I mean, they are absolutely stunning. Now, obviously the chocolate and the white are only small little pucks, but they look so beautiful. And like I said, you imagine a big diamond rack on one of these, and I think it would be incredible. And just taking a look at the spotted here and comparing it to basically an old common fallow deer in the trophy lodge, it just looks 100 times better. The face looks so much better. The detail added to it. There's a little bit more structure to the face. It looks fantastic. And again, the flow of the fur and the way it actually sits on the model, I think looks so much better. Like, I really can't express how much better this actually looks, in my opinion. I think it is such a huge improvement. But now, something I know that we were all curious to see, what do the rares look like with the new skins and new models? Well, here we have a mount of a melanistic, an albino, and a piebald, and we can compare them to the old ones. So the melanistic is now basically pure black. There's a couple of different shades in there, but it's basically pure black, in comparison to where you still used to have like the spots, and it used to be sort of more greyish tones as well as some black tones in there. It's now just jet black, so definitely stands out. Then we have the albino, which just looks so pretty. Again, similar to the other reworked albinos, more pink around the eyes and the face, and it going through the fur, you can even see pinkish tones, and those pink eyes, which the eyes look so much better than they used to. Like, it's a huge difference when you actually compare the new models to the old models. It looks so much different. It's actually insane. And again, like I said, you can just see sort of pinkish tones going through the fur in different places, especially sort of around the shoulder area and around sort of by the hind leg. But those pink eyes just look absolutely stunning, I think. Really beautiful. And the details with like the little spots on the actual nose, I think look really awesome. But then we have my favourite rare for the fallow deer now. The piebald. Now, this is one piebald variant. There are at least 2. This is my favourite, and I'm stoked that my multi-mount here actually does have this particular variety, because this looks absolutely gorgeous to me. But we did see on a previous EW stream a different piebald pattern. So there are at least 2 different piebald variations for the fallow deer now. This one is definitely my favourite though. This is absolutely gorgeous. And both are a huge improvement to the previous piebald fallow deer. They look absolutely insane now. I just love this particular piebald pattern. I think it looks amazing with the different shades of brown, and then you obviously have the white from the piebald, but then you've kind of got like the spots in there as well. I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. What a huge improvement. And for there to be more than one variety, I think that that's absolutely fantastic. But that is going to be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you have enjoyed it. It's been really awesome to get to take a look at what the fallow deer are like now. I am seriously impressed with what they have actually done with these, and I honestly cannot wait to go and grind for a Great One fallow, and hopefully we'll get some cool diamonds and rares along the way, and it will be fantastic to see them with these new textures and new furs. I think they look so good. But like I said, that is going to be it for this one, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.